This video will be replacing the front brake pads on this 1250 GS. These videos are sponsored by the online part store at PacMoto Tours. Come check us out at pacmototours.com/store. You can support this channel in two ways: by clicking subscribe right down here and purchasing your maintenance kits, 6,000 and 12,000 mile maintenance kits for liquid cooled R1200 and R1250 BMW motorcycles. In this video, I am replacing the front brake pads on my 2021 R1250 GS. This is the exact same process for water-cooled R1200 and 1250 BMW motorcycles. I have two different styles of brake pads. You can choose from either Brembo brake pads or EBC brake pads. There are other options as well. I will show you the part numbers and more details later on in the video. Also appreciate any comments that you have. Feel free to drop us a comment. Tell us what you think. Leave feedback. Suggest better ways of doing things, and so on. Are you ready to get started? Let's jump in. We will start by removing the brake caliper. I'm working on the right-hand side. There's a bolt here and a bolt here, 13 millimeter. These are Brembo brakes. If you have the brakes that are labeled BMW, this video does not apply to you. This is for Brembo brakes. We will remove this pin and use a T30 give these a nice twist side to side. There's quite a bit of brake pad left. This bike has 34,000 miles on it, so those are in good shape. That pin is out. You can remove these brake pads. I'm just going to clean in here with an old toothbrush. Get some of the dust and dirt and filth out of here. This retaining clip, I just want to show you, it's going to slide down in here. The bolt's going to go through there, and there's a little tension on it so you can bend it back when you put in that pin. As you can see, those brake pads are actually in pretty darn good shape for 34,000 miles. But I have a 6,000 mile trip coming up, so I'm going to replace them anyway. As I mentioned earlier, you have two choices, or I normally use one of two choices. Either these Brembo pads, which are the OEM pads for this bike, or these EBC brakes, FA630HH. Either one of those work perfectly. I'm sure there's others, but I usually use one of these two. Going to use a little bit of this caliper grease on the back side. I don't want to get it on the brake pad, but on the back side of the brakes. These will only fit in one way. You'll see that there's a notch on this side and a notch on that side. So the other one will fit down this way, but let me get a little bit of grease on here as well. That will sit down inside there, like that. And remember, this will sit in here, provide a little bit of tension. We put that pin back in. I cleaned off the pin, put a little caliper grease on it as well. Now we're just going to feed this back through. My hands are kind of at a funny angle because I want to make sure that you can see. And then we'll just get this pin back into place. So let's feed the brakes back on. Set it in. Screws in place. My torque wrench only goes down to 6.5. So there we go. We'll torque both of these to 38 Newton meters. 38. The only thing different on the left-hand side is there is this sensor attachment, so just make sure you put this back into place when you put this on. I think you'll agree that's pretty easy. Probably saved yourself a bunch of money by changing the brakes yourself. Hey, I have an idea.
Thank you for calling BMW. Press 1 for service.
Can you also tell me what it costs to do the front brakes?
Yeah, so front brakes are basically going to be double because you have the
Okay.
the two motors, and then the labor time, not quite double. So you're probably looking right around, I'd say, between 375, 400, somewhere in there.
Okay, so about 400 for the front brakes and about 200 for the rear. You just saved yourself a whole ton of money. Congratulations. All right, thanks for watching. These videos are sponsored by the online part store at PacMotoTours.com/store. Remember to drop us a comment, give us a like. We'd love to hear from you, and subscribe right here. You can also support us by buying your 6,000 or 12,000 mile service kits for your liquid cooled R1200 or R1250 motorcycles. All right, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.